I must admit, I don't really think of using a flash when I take my camera out. I think of them being big, awkward, and a lot of the time, to be honest, unnecessary. So when I saw Viltrox had released a new compact, easy to use flash, I thought, well, maybe it is worth checking out and see if I can find a use for one. So Viltrox have sent me over this flash for review, but as always, I've not been paid and they have no say over the content of this video. And this flash they've sent me is the Viltrox Vintage Z1. It's a retro style on-camera flash that is designed for creators who want better lighting for portraits and indoor shooting. The flash is small and costs just $50. So a flash is generally useful when you're shooting indoors, at night, or you just want your photo subject to be lit much better. Inside the box, you'll find the flash itself, a USB-C cable, a white diffuser cap, and a simple manual. It has a matte silver body, which looks like metal but is actually plastic, has a textured grip, and 2 dials. Now it weighs just 116 grams, and the controls are on the rear of the unit. On the right hand side is a power on off switch. In the middle is the light for showing when the flash is ready and a button for pre-flash. They are in the same thing. And on the left is the dial for selecting the intensity of the flash. There's also a USB-C port on the side for charging and an S1, S2 selector for different wireless sync modes. So right away the design stands out, matching the retro name that they've put on this unit. There are probably better style matches in terms of the camera body than Sony's, but it still doesn't look too out of place. I imagine it would look a bit better with a camera that already has a silver finish to it. Okay, so it's lightweight and compact, but what is it for? Well, let's start with the power selector we looked at. It has 7 manual power levels to choose from full, which is a full power flash, and then it gets weaker and weaker as you step down to 1/64th of the power. This is useful to not overexpose your pictures and also if you don't want to blind your subject. It's useful to adjust the power for different types of portraits or product photography or in low light scenes. The diffuser cap that comes with it will soften the light, which doesn't also help not blind your subject, but is more flattering and also flattens the image quite a lot. I definitely recommend using the diffuser most of the time as it gives a much more even light distribution across your photos. The flash has a fast recycle time of 0.2 seconds before it's ready to take another shot using the flash. The built-in battery is charged via USB-C and apparently takes just 15 minutes to charge, and is supposed to last up to 10,000 flashes if you're using it on the weakest setting. Unsurprisingly, I haven't had the time to test that to its full degree, but I've been testing for a while and it's still on its first charge, so yep, seems like the battery does last a decent amount of time. Right, so that's all well and good. It's got good specs and seems pretty easy to use, but does the flash actually look any good? So here's how it performs in the real world. I'm comparing no flash to flash of different power levels in these examples, which I will mark on them. So for example, this is indoors with no flash, and here's the same shot again with the Z1 at power level 3. You can see across all these examples that of course you get that flash look when you're using the flash, which is to be expected, and it can help you get a clear, even look to your portraits. For product photography, it's also a good performer, especially for getting light on the detail of complicated shaped objects, which you wouldn't be able to get from, say, an overhead light. Also, here is it outside at night. No problem, it adds just enough light to keep things natural, though it is still clear that you're using a flash. And it really doesn't take much setting up to use. As long as you have a compatible hot shoe with the metal connector on the top, then there is nothing to activate or anything to do to set up. You just slide it on and it just works. It's incredibly easy to use even if you've never used any other type of flash before. Just turn the dial to adjust the power and take your photo. It does it all for you. It mounts easily to your hot shoe on the camera, and again, as long as it has that central contact, there is no setting up to do. Just attach it and switch it on. Also, you can use the flash not mounted by using the sensor modes, which are those S1 and S2 we had a little look at before. This means that it will trigger off another light or flash using the sensor on the underside of the flash. Great if you're using 2-point lighting, 2 flashes. Now, hey, it's not perfect at this, but for this price, it's fine as a backup for that. But I would primarily just use it as a flash on the hot shoe. So should you buy this? Well, it's not a pro flash. It doesn't have the features that you'd expect from a top-end flash. There's no TTL or auto exposure. That's not what it's been made for. It's not for professionals. It's a useful extra tool for beginners or occasional photographers who might need a flash here and there, but not daily. It's lightweight, low cost, and compact. It's a decent extra for your camera bag. For this size and price, it's a decent first flash.